I knew the knife was coming the moment the new chief efficiency officer breezed past my desk without even a nod, like I was part of the furniture, not the person who kept this place from catching fire for 8 straight years. Call me Sarah Klein. Back when Helix Labs was 5 nerds, 1 broken 3D printer, and a dream printed on the back of a pizza box, I was the first non-technical hire. Officially? Office manager. Unofficially? I was the human patch note. I rewrote grant applications at 2 a.m. so they didn't read like Reddit comments. I turned drunken whiteboard scribbles into bulletproof patent claims. I once talked a furious FDA inspector down from shutting us down over a labeling typo, while 9 months pregnant, eating cold fries off a paper plate. I never wanted my name in lights. I just wanted the lights to stay on. Fast forward. We're suddenly acquisition bait for Orion Digital, a trillion-dollar predator that swallows companies the way whales swallow krill. Stock options got real. Everyone started wearing real pants. And that's when Connor freaking Whitlock arrived, haircut worth more than my car, MBA so fresh the ink was still wet. First all hands, he flashed a slide deck titled Right-Sizing for Hypergrowth and talked about eliminating legacy drag. Translation: anyone over 40 who doesn't quote navel on Twitter is now a liability. 2 weeks later my access vanished. Not dramatically, quietly. One morning the patent database just said permission denied. My calendar emptied like someone pulled the plug. My title on the directory changed overnight from IP and compliance architect to workspace coordinator. Cute. They even moved my desk next to the supply closet that smells like burnt plastic and broken dreams. They didn't fire me. Firing me would require paperwork, severance, maybe a lawyer asking why the woman listed as co-inventor on 29 active patents was suddenly ordering post-it notes. So they ghosted me instead. Gave my job to 25-year-old Brooklyn Fresh from a failed Web3 startup. She introduced herself with, "I'm told you're the one to ask about the printer?" I smiled so hard my face hurt. I trained her. Showed her where the hidden templates lived, how to sweet-talk the USPTO portal so it doesn't eat your filing at 11:59 p.m., which clauses trigger Orion's automated red flags. She took frantic notes on her rose-gold iPad and kept calling me sweetie. Every time someone asked her a question she couldn't answer, she'd ping me on Slack with a smiling emoji. I answered. Every time. Because that's who I am. And because I'm patient. While Brooklyn learned to swim, I started swimming in the shadows. Quietly. Methodically. I printed decades-old lab notebooks nobody else could read. Scanned handwritten margin notes from 2017 that proved I originated the adaptive mesh algorithm now valued at 9 figures. I built a private timeline no one knew existed: dates, signatures, witness statements, even the stupid Slack emoji reactions that place me in the room when critical decisions were made. I didn't do it for revenge. I did it because paper doesn't forget, even when people do. Then Orion's due diligence team landed like a swarm of very expensive bees. And someone, bless their caffeinated soul, actually read the inventor lists. My name kept popping up. Not once. Not as a courtesy. 29 times. On patents that touch every revenue-generating product Orion wanted to buy. Patents with my initials in the claim language itself. Suddenly Connor stopped tanning. Legal started triple-booking conference rooms. Brooklyn stopped by my closet desk holding a 400-page IP ledger like it was radioactive. Sarah? They're saying you, like, technically co-own half the platform? Is that a glitch? I just handed her a fresh ream of paper for the printer and said, "No glitch, hon. Last I heard, the term sheet is on ice. Orion wants clarity on inventorship and compensatory equity before they wire a dime." Connor's LinkedIn now says he's exploring new opportunities. And yesterday HR slid a new offer across the table, same salary I had in 2019, plus backdated equity that could buy a small island. They called it a retention adjustment. I haven't signed yet. I'm still thinking. Because for the first time in 8 years, daily, they're the ones waiting on me. And I've always been very, very patient.